Welcome to Deep Dive Daily.
Welcome. Drew didn't hit it, so I had to. Jeez. Hey, maybe he has a delay because he's
I was definitely delayed, yeah.
in Europe.
It takes a long time for the data to go across the transatlantic fiber optics cable.
That's true. That's crazy that there's just one of those sitting on the bottom of the ocean. We haven't done a podcast since the Super Bowl because Drew was busy. I didn't want to. I was tired. Like I got Pebble Beach to figure out, but shall we victory lap a little? 2 years
Yeah,
in a
of
row.
course.
I think we had a pretty good script 2 years ago that we laid out.
Yeah, I can't. I have no notes. Actually, you know what? It would have been nice if the Seahawks could have held on to the shutout. I was kind of counting on it. Actually, at some point, I was like, "This is gonna happen."
There's that moment in time when you bet a long shot like that, and I think it was the drive before they scored where it's like, I didn't put enough money on this. Like you can't go nuts on shutout.
Yeah,
like,
no, you can't. No, that can't be the biggest bet of the day. No, obviously.
No, but at a certain point, it's like
you physically can't because no one will take that.
They won't take you. They won't take that.
Yeah.
But also, it's like, man, I should have bet this every place. And then, of course, we talk about it in the chat, and we're just texting. And then the next drive, I mean, both of those catches by Mac Hollins were. I mean, they were into heavy coverage. So it's just good throw, good catch. What are you going to do? Happy the Seattle won. Basically, everything I gave out on other people's podcasts won, which is almost more important. Almost more important. It's not
absolutely.
I like to win, but I also bet those things, so it's nice to it's not like I'm giving those out, not betting those. Like having those props come through is nice, but if I had to choose between a prop I had given out and an equally staked prop that I hadn't, obviously you pick the one that you gave out on like Pizzolas or Super Stream with Captain Jack. It was nice that those hit. Although the Captain Jack one, Jesus, that was
a lot of green.
3.5 sacks for me. And it was
that got there by halftime, right?
No, it didn't. I thought it was gonna, but I mean, right away in the second half. I mean, it was pretty nice to have that one almost in the bag right off the bat. Obviously, I had Seattle as well. Seattle futures cash, which is nice. And going forward, I guess the big question is, and not a lot of people globbed onto this as much as I thought they would. I mean, a lot of the tweets I saw about it were joking ones, like, this is the worst team to ever play in the Super Bowl. Like, it wasn't. Clearly it wasn't, guys. Chill out. Like, you ever go watch the 95 Chargers?
That was a bad team.
But, like, the schedule did kind of matter, and I think my biggest takeaway wasn't that. It was Vrabel sucked.
Oh, God.
It's been
that was such a bad game. That was such a bad call by him. Oof. What happened?
I mean, it's been a bit of a bit. We joke about how he shouldn't be coach of the year. He's a fine coach. He's an above average coach. He did a good job most of the season, but 3 like glaring ones where he didn't challenge that catch. It was like a 20-25 yard catch by Cooper Kupp. Clearly not a catch. I know you're kind of hesitant to pull the trigger on him right away, but man, that was an obvious one. The 4th and 1 when they're down 12. I believe, and he didn't even consider. It would have been one thing if they went over it. He talked to his analytics team. He took a timeout. He's like, all right. It would have been worse if he took a timeout and then. But I mean, coaches do that all the time. That one was bad, and then obviously the extra point where, did you want to be down by 12?
Amazing. That one will go down. That one will go down for a long time as one of the worst decisions that coaches made in a Super Bowl, right?
It wasn't great. I mean, I don't know that they had much of a chance anyway, but like the difference between 12
he made sure they didn't have a chance. There was like still 10 minutes left in the game.
The difference between 12 and 13 is, oh my God, look at my hair.
Oh yeah.
When I shower at night and then I don't do anything with it, it just gets this insane volume. I woke up with like a fro. I looked like that guy that Manchester United fan who can't cut his hair now. I don't know. Any takes going into have you looked at any mock drafts? Are you excited to just not think about football for like a month?
I'm pretty done with the season. It's a good season.
I know. I'm starting to dig into some of these prospects for the draft because that's the
It
next.
looks like a bad draft, kind of.
There's a bunch of fun players. Like I'm. It's a bad quarterback draft, obviously, which is tough because there's a bunch.
It's the most important thing, yeah.
Yeah, and I as I started doing mock draft research and getting deeper into that, I'm like, oh shit, I got to pump the brakes and go do free agent research.
Mm.
That changes the calculus. You got 9 teams with new coaches, a bunch with new assistant coaches, play callers, a couple new GMs. Minnesota will not have a GM before the draft, apparently.
What?
I don't, they're not committing to that, but they're saying like, hey, this guy that's in-house, he's in charge of the draft. I think maybe it's a fact that if they hire someone, it'll be too close to the draft for them to like get up to speed on what the plan is.
Can you give me your overall read on what the hell happened?
Apparently there was a rift over the Darnold thing. Like KOC said he wouldn't mind trying to sign Darnold for another year, running it back, and I think Quessy was just feeling himself a little like I put my I staked my career on this kid, and we're gonna go and it's gonna prove me right and look smart, and it just got added to the long list of really bad draft picks by him. I was pumped when they hired him. I thought that was a good signing. He came from a smart front office that's had some success in the past, but yeah, like Lewis Seen and I mean JJ McCarthy in the top. It's been a pretty bad.
The trade for Dallas Turner was pretty bad.
Yeah, not as bad as the trade for James Pierce Jr. Apparently.
that GM should get fired too. Oh, he did.
Oh wait, he did.
He did.
That stinks. Because you know what? He was a talent. He was very good. That's the dichotomy there is how much do you weigh this character stuff? Apparently, more and more of it is like everybody said it was a bad idea because he's crazy, and like, and it's funny. There's Noonan pointing this out when I talked to him. There's that thin line of like, I can't remember how he phrased it. What makes you great on the football field? Also, if you can't control it when you leave it, makes you, crash your car into a WNBA player's car on purpose and then fight 8 cops. That has to be, if you are a plainclothes cop who is just like, I'm a patrolman, I'm getting called in because they need help.
Yeah.
What is your nightmare? It is a 6'5", 260-pound defensive end who's done lost his mind, and he doesn't want to go in the back of the squad car, and he's gonna fight you all. That video is crazy, dude. That's scary.
Dude,
like,
they definitely. That was a very use of force. I don't know how they restrained themselves, honestly. Anyway,
don't know that he'll play next year.
Yeah, I would be surprised as well. Anything else? Okay. So I've been we're up in the Dolomites. We're watching some Olympics, doing a lot of skiing. This is the most picturesque place I've ever been on Earth, as far as I can remember. And
even just I watched the team, the women's team combined.
Yeah,
like the shots from the gate.
It's unbelievable.
And I've been to the Alps, and it just
like, some of those. Where is that part of the Alps? I don't remember seeing that.
Too. It depends. If it's a clear day, it's crazy how awesome it looks up there. I felt bad for Schifrin. She didn't have a very good run. That was annoying.
Yes, she
kind of banking on that gold.
I was too. Yeah, she got as the pros say, she bottled it. That was a mess. Not a lot of her team didn't really take a lot of ownership of that either. You know who else bottled it? The U.S. curling team. Oh my God, they had that against Sweden, and they bungled that final frame.
How many
side?
Canadian?
Whatever.
So you need 10 combined Canadian and U.S. golds, then, right? Because it was U.S. Canadian.
They got a third today.
No, but total. You need
yeah.
It was 9-0 at half, right?
Yes, 9-0.
Because your prop was first half points.
America will get that by themselves, and they might have to because Canada's not exactly covering themselves in glory yet. This is
the women's hockey team will win.
For U.S. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they got to go through Sweden. Sweden's women's hockey team is
Very
crushing
good, yeah.
right now. Hopefully the judges tonight in the ice dancing long program pull their heads out of their asses, because the judging for the rhythm program for the ice dancing was an
Yeah.
abomination. I still haven't heard anyone kind of make a fair case as to no, that was the correct score for the French team. Did you read about any of the background of that French team, by the way? It's
No. I mean,
bonkers.
the
It's
French ice
bonkers.
dancers are as good.
It's
They're
the guy
still
who
not.
won gold. It's the guy who won gold in 2022, who lost gold in 2018 because of the wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah. Remember
It's
that titty
that
came out?
yeah, it's that that dude. He ultimately, he and his partner hung up their skates. And then the woman he's with now needed a new partner. She was originally from Canada. She's French Canadian. Was dating and skating with a Denmark skater. Tried to move from Canada to Denmark to compete under the Danish flag.
That's what's crazy about all this.
The Danes
Now
wouldn't
that we
give
live in a
her.
little more of a
This is
global
this is even
world.
more wild. The Danes wouldn't give her citizenship so she could compete at the Olympics in 2018 as under the Danish flag. And so he went to Canada, and so she's back in Canada. He was skating under the Canadian flag in the 2028 Olympics. Her partner ultimately got accused of some sort of sexual misconduct from an incident in 2012. Team Canada suspended him for 6 years. And so she's like, well, that's my entire rest of my career, so I need to find a
Back
new
to
partner.
France.
So she went to France to partnered up with the guy who
It's
won the
crazy
gold.
how they
Anyway,
can do that. And it's funny too. Like
ridiculous.
I watched the men's short program yesterday, and like
Yeah.
all of them have like Russian names.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And
yeah,
it's like, oh, here's his mom, and she skated for Uzbekistan in the '92 Olympics or
yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah. Our
A
breakout star of the
a
game.
lot of them are expats. Ilya
Yeah.
is going to win
Yeah.
gold. Like
Yeah. I would
he
hope so.
wrecked people in the short
He
form.
The gap between his score and the next best score was not indicative of how much better he was than the next best skater, in my opinion.
He didn't even do. He has a jump that nobody else can do, and he didn't even do it.
Saving it for the long program.
Yeah, I guess he saved it for the free skate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he
Anyway.
needs to do a quad axle.
Yeah.
Which is,
I
by
think,
the way, when you do an axle,
yeah,
you have to add a half turn because you
Yes.
start forward. It's the only
it's
one where you
yes.
start forward and you land backwards. So if it says quad, you're actually doing 4.5 rotations, which
It's
I couldn't even
impossible.
stand on the ground and do that without getting dizzy. Like slowly doing it in the air on skates. Fuck it. I
Yeah.
can't even skate backwards very well.
USA should be. We got we got a surprise positive result with the women's moguls today. That was good. We got a bunch of silvers, like so close on the men's Super G, so close on the men's slope style yesterday, and obviously the curling was rough. I think we should be at 10 though by the time we get to the end of the weekend. I think we got a lot of good stuff coming up.
You want to switch gears quick because we've just got a question about.
Are they still
Wemby?
playing basketball? I am
It's funny,
so
they had to
tuned
play
out.
the
I don't
Lakers.
even know.
The Lakers with like nobody last night. They beat the Lakers by like 40.
That
So I don't
sounds
even
about
know.
right.
That was a late game though. I don't know how much he played.
Yeah. I'm not going to have an opinion on basketball until after the All-Star break, probably. It's just.
I want you to guess who the Lakers' leading scorer was last night in their 136-108 loss.
Jake LaRavia.
Jake LaRavia had 10 points. He did not lead everybody in scoring. In fact, he was behind Bronny, who had 12.
Whoa. Wow.
Bronny got 25 minutes.
Are they tanking? No. That's insane.
It was a rest
What?
day. It was no Luka, no LeBron. I'll give you two more guesses.
Rui Hachimura.
He only had 6 points in 26 minutes.
What?
Not a great day. 3 for 12. Good job, Rui.
Oh, jeez. Oh, who was it? I give up.
It was a tie between Luke Kennard and
What?
Drew Timmy. Drew Timmy off the
man.
bench. 20 minutes, 14 points, just pouring him in.
Timmy time on a two-way. You remember I tried to twist your arm to bet
5
Timmy
for
time
8.
for the Tuesday. What what's that called on DraftKings? The man of the year, man of the day,
King
man
of
of
the
the night,
court.
king of the court. That's it.
King of the court.
Man of the
King in
night.
the castle.
Anyway,
Oh, I write an article for that every week because they make me.
did you
And
pick
I
Timmy?
always pick the guy who's second. Like
Always, yeah.
I'm just like I'm like
running
cursed
joke
at
now.
this point.
So anyway, I've spent, I'm locked in on Olympics. I've spent 8 hours a day on skis. Anyone who especially loves skiing, particularly if you love touring, if you like steep and deep, this is probably not for you. But if you like doing long tours and skiing from village to village, I don't know that there's anywhere cooler on earth to do it than this. We had a very unique experience yesterday of skiing to the Olympics. Got on the lift at our in our town and skied all the way over to Cortina to watch the games and skied back. It was absolutely epic, and yeah, this will go down as an all-timer. I'm fired up. Am I missing anything else interesting that's happening in the earth? On the earth?
Not really. Like,
Okay.
NFL kind of takes a back seat. It is Pebble Beach this week. It's the first God, what do they call it? Signature event, because we had to cancel the one in Hawaii. So you don't, obviously you don't get the live guys, you don't get Bryson, you don't get Rahm, you don't get Reed. But basically anybody else who's anybody is at this event. It's a small field, no cut, and I mean it's a banger. And I bet Rory, because of numbers, like, yeah, he hasn't played over here yet this year. He's only done his little swing that he does every season through the Middle East. But Jesus, he was like 16-1. He still is at bookmaker. Like, Scotty's 3-1, Rory's 16-1. I understand one of them's better, but the gap isn't that big. So I bet some. And
can
Rory's
you still hear me? Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. You were just a little. You were like your video was going into the netherworld for a little bit.
Am I walking up?
No, you're fine now. You're perfect. You're clear.
Okay, sorry, man.
You're here. You're clear. Did you see that
what
guy?
Was the general kind of societal reaction to the Super Bowl? Just people shitting on the Patriots?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It was shitting on Vrabel, shitting on Drake May, who had a bad day, shitting on people who were cocky about the Patriots, like Patriots fans who were loud. Portnoy caught a lot of shit. Just hey, you guys made it to the Super Bowl. It's an achievement.
Is it?
It was a weird season, but they had no control over. They didn't go break Bo Nix's ankle. It was just kind of a weird run. So such is life. And
I don't think any team has had an easier path to the big game.
Like peaking out
year.
In the AFC.
So here's the thing.
Peak. Who's beating the Seattle team though? No one.
Maybe Josh Allen on a hot day. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, if he didn't have a broken foot and he put on a Superman cape, maybe he's eking out a victory against them. But nah, probably no one. I guess that people want to shit on the Patriots. It was not the worst team to get to the Super Bowl, but it certainly was the easiest path that I can ever remember. Period. Like the quarterbacks they faced in the playoffs, the teams they played in the regular season to get the seeding they got, that's as soft as it gets. And they got a rude awakening that they ran into a team that was that well prepared, that well coached, that good and talented and deep on defense. Like that was just it was a perfect matchup for Seattle. And sad that I didn't have more on it. Honestly, I think the only two losses they took in the game were the shutout, and I had over 2.5 players to do a pass attempt. Those were my L's, and I think everything else is going to come through. Was there more common?
We should go over my losses. I bet George Halani to have the most rushing attempts in the game, just based off Kenneth Walker being kind of made of glass at times, and they would just never give up on the run anyway. And they were going to split carries for New England. If Kenneth Walker fumbled or got hurt early, I was looking. They wouldn't let me bet much on it, but it was like 65-1. Took a loss on that. Drake May rushing attempts over, didn't get there. Yardage did, especially if you bet it early. You know what the worst one was, Drew? I gave this out on Pizzolas. I said I needed
Darnold rushing.
I need an easy one, I said, because I'd never won on Pizzolas. So I laid like -130 on. It was -128 on Drake May to have more passing attempts than Sam Darnold. And at
At
one
halftime,
point,
that was looking bad.
it was like 24-11 in favor of Darnold. I'm like, what are we doing? Because they were dominating, but the score wasn't dominating yet, so they couldn't just, pack it in and run the ball. And it's funny, that last 3 and out that they forced to get the ball back very late. I think he was down by 1, and I needed the defense to step up. So it's funny, the worst beat of the game was huge for me. People who bet Darnold over 5.5 rushing yards.
That one.
Woofy.
Oh my God.
Woofy.
Oh my God.
Because it wasn't like he did the Mahomes thing where he just kept backing up. Like, that was just a broken play and he fell down.
Yeah.
Like, all right, whatever. This is good enough.
Botched handoff. Was there more commentary about the Super Bowl or about the halftime show?
Halftime show took up a lot of oxygen.
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Did you watch it live?
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, one of them was live. The other one was pre-recorded, I guess. It is funny that if you get a chance, and again, not picking on your politics, but if you get a chance, there's a Jon Stewart clip. I don't even know the guy's name. It wasn't Kid Rock. It was like a country singer who did the TPUSA one.
Sure.
And he sings a song. He's like, "It ain't easy being country in this country anymore." And literally the lyrics are like, "I just want to mow my grass." And Jon Stewart interjects. He's like, "That's not a
go right ahead.
It's not a big ask. You can do that."
Whoa,
I want to wear my boots. And Jon Stewart's like, "You're wearing boots right now." I don't know who that guy was, but his song was pretty funny because I just want to drive my truck. It's like, you're allowed to do all those things, guys. So that, I mean, people were panning it. People were panning that guy more than Kid Rock, for truthfully.
Okay.
I didn't know a lot of the Bad Bunny songs, but it was high energy. It was fun. And
you didn't know a lot of them? Did you know any of them?
I knew a couple. I listened to a couple last week. The first one, because I bet on Titty My Pregnancy or whatever to be the first song. So I'm like, I got to know what it sounds like. So when they play the first song, I'll know if I won that bet or not.
Yeah.
And I knew that one. That's about it. Lady Gaga was great. She's always great.
Okay.
The wedding thing was fun.
Okay. We got a guest wine of the week. My wife Lindsay says, make sure to let everyone know we are in the home of Prosecco, and this is the.
Is that an exclamation point or a radical sign?
It's an exclamation point. Yes, Bria! Exclamation point. They have large format Prosecco straight from the source. That is what, $18 in the supermarkets here. It's out, and it's good. And the Prosecco is vented in the bottle, so that you're getting the sparkling component from the wine on a very small scale, whereas Prosecco is vented in like large vats and tanks, and then they put it in the bottle. It's good. There's a lot of really good extra dry champagne, Prosecco up here that everywhere's pouring it. And the après-ski scene up here also very, very fun. On mountaintop, beautiful views. The drink of choice here is called a Bombardino. The Bombardino. It's like Bombardino. Yes, it's like it's kind of like an eggnoggy brandy thing. It's very tough to put my finger on what it is, but it warms you up extremely, extremely effectively. So
it's probably like mountain goat semen, dude. You're drinking something awful with the locals are like what's this frothy milky thing?
We got we were looking for like a local cream to put in coffee to make espresso martinis, and we got this Salute dalle Dolomiti. It's latte di Camosio.
Oh shit! I got to bring this up quick.
Camosio.
We haven't talked since the awards yet either.
Camosio is a donkey. This is donkey milk cream. Yeah,
it's donkey milk cream.
It's donkey milk.
You. I don't know how much you were online, but
not at all.
The awards thing was, Stafford won.
Oh, I saw that.
Good for Nate. But did you? the thing was that Sam Monson, and this is old news for everybody else, but Sam Monson clearly wrote a tweet 2 months ago. In his head, he was always going to vote for Herbert, and he was going to make a big deal out of it because he sent a tweet and a thread out like as soon as the award was announced. Like, you didn't just write this now. Like, oh no, people are asking about who voted for Herbert. I better put a tweet together quick. He clearly pre-wrote this. It was a look at me thing, and he defended his defense wasn't even as good. And it's funny because there was 2 people that voted for Josh Allen.
I saw that, yeah.
Is probably even more indefensible, but they didn't come out and make some big hoo-ha about look at me. So he got just fucking dunked on left and right.
Bad.
And by the worst people was the May people who were like, he cost May the MVP. Like, who said he was going to vote for May?
Yeah. What? I also,
there was like 2 days of that. That was the biggest thing.
I flipped through the voting tally real quick, and they just start over with the voting block. The CMC votes for OPOI, like, really?
Yeah,
really. There were a lot of very questionable ballots this year. I'll leave it at that. All right, man. I got a boogie. Good talking to you. Find some Prosecco. If you do go to your grocery store, I think the top choice is Mianetto. Is that right?
Or, when will you be back in the States?
Yeah. We fly home on Saturday the 14th. Valentine's Day.
Day. That nothing more romantic than an international flight.
Valentine's Day for me is going to be the longest day of the year by about 7 hours. We get 7 extra hours.
That goes for a lot of guys.
9 hours. 9 extra hours on Valentine's Day this year.
All right. So I'll let you get to your meeting. Go enjoy the skiing.
Yes, of course.
My love to Lindsay.
Of course.
See you guys.
Of course. Cheers. Chin chin.